Welcome back to Bitter Grounds Magazine podcast, Memoirs of an Analog Person. Usual disclaimer, I'll post in the link or in the description down below, and let's just get on with it. So howdy mammals and other land-based creatures. Hope your week is going well. I'm going to give video another kick to see if I can iron out a few of the wrinkles before I buy a better camera. I have my eyes on a pretty good one, and that should help with the sharpness of the colors and everything. It's a little too washed out after viewing the last one a couple of times, but we'll get there. No sense spending money if I decide to switch gears and go back to print only, but you know, I kind of enjoy putting the videos together, so although they take a little more work than just sitting and writing, they are fun. So today, I didn't plan on posting anything today because I was working on another story, but I just couldn't help myself. I'm going to deep dive into the world of Disneyfication today. To wit, the racist bullshit around the Black Mermaid. The world's well and truly jumped the shark this time, or rather a select group of incredibly stupid whites have. And I'm trying to wrap my brain around why people seem to think it's important that a mythical creature be white. In case you've missed the most recent bit of hysteria, some people have gotten their collective panties in a twist over the new casting of a live-action Little Mermaid movie. Halle Bailey, a wonderful black actress, has been cast in the role, and this has triggered racists all over the place. They are just on fire with their stupid. And that's the only word for it, stupid. I swear, they must be the single most fragile creatures in existence. And here's a tip for you. If you start your petition with, "I'm not racist," you've already lost the argument, okay? Just so stop it. How upset are they? Oh, so very upset. Petitions, hashtags, and comments in news articles all over the place. It's like an avalanche of stupid. And some are even trying to prove mermaids can't be black because, are you ready for it? You know, science says they can't be. I kid you not. The saddest of the sad are saying this. This is a quote from one article that I was reading. Mermaids live in the ocean. Underwater equals limited sunlight. Limited sunlight equals less melanin. Less melanin equals lighter skin color. Because they live underwater, which has no access to light beyond a certain depth, Ariel and every other mermaid in existence would be albino. No. Couple of problems with that. One, we don't know how deep these creatures live under the water because they don't exist, right? Maybe they live offshore. Maybe they live deep. Maybe they come up for their sunshine every day. The creatures don't exist. It's fictional. How hard is that to understand? And the worst part about this is the utter lack of knowledge about biology and science. All right. Lack of sunshine doesn't make a person an albino. All right? Let's get that clear. White people aren't albinos. Using that rationalization means mermaids aren't white either. So if you're making the claim they're albino, they could be they could be black, they could be white, who knows? Albinos aren't Caucasian, or rather, I should be more precise. Some Caucasians can be albino, but not all albinos are Caucasian. If you can't understand that, pick up a biology book. Go to Google, or Wikipedia. Wikipedia has an entry on albinoism. All right? It's not lack of sunshine, period. It's just not. And looking at the original material, the Hans Christian Andersen story, it starts out far out in the ocean. Note, it does not say in Denmark or near Denmark. It simply states far out in the ocean. The mer people lived deep under the sea, far out in the ocean. They weren't Danish. Hans Christian Andersen was Danish. He wasn't a merman. Ariel is a mermaid, a fish folk, fish, not human. Are we all clear on this so far? All right. Now let's move on to the description of Ariel. Her skin was as clear and delicate as a rose leaf, and her eyes as blue as the deepest sea. But, like all others, she had no feet, and her body ended in a fish's tail. It doesn't say her skin was the color of a rose, just as delicate as one. But just in case there's someone still thinking that's what it means, I'll jump down that rabbit hole for you. I'm assuming the description is a bit of a translation glitch. Rose leaf might mean rose petal. If it doesn't, that means Ariel is green. All right? Green. If it is a translation error, got news for you upset white folks. We aren't rose petal pink or red. I dug up my handy little color wheel. Pink, pink, red. See? Red, pink. Does that even resemble? Ooh, doesn't to me. And if you look at those shades, and if you do look like any of these shades, you know, go get medical help real fast. There's something wrong with you. Oh, and FYI, yeah, rose petal black. The story does give the mermaid blue eyes, but I found no reference anywhere in the story to red hair. So stop cherry picking details and pretending you want the story to be like the original. You want it to be like the Disney original. Disney was not the creator of the story. They made up the red hair. Ariel could have any color hair you want. In the story, it's never specified. All right? But the new actor doesn't fit the specific ideal you have. Well, that's one thing. But carrying on about how, everybody has their own idealized view of what a character should be like. And the Ariel movie, or cartoon, kind of embedded it in a lot of people's brains. I can accept that to a certain point, but carrying on about how mermaids can't be black is, well, it's just sad. As one person to another, just stop, please. Stop. You're embarrassing. You're upset about a mythical character that has had the Disney treatment and doesn't even resemble the original material. The Disney story is not the original. All right? Get that clear. And if you really want the movie to be like the original, then you need to go back and reread, or perhaps read for the first time, the book. All right? It's not very long. It's an easy read. Go read it. Putting up petitions and hashtags bitching about the skin color of a mermaid and how it ruined your life, that's weak, people. That's so sad and weak. And it's a very bad reflection on you. Here's a snippet from, I went looking for the petitions because I had a hard time believing people were this upset about a fictional character, but I should have known better. And here's a snippet from one of the petitions. Not only is Disney ruining our childhood, but they are giving, some of them are badly written, so bear with me. Not only is Disney ruining our childhood, but they are only giving place to one ethnic group, which is actually very hypocritical. Oh, such a face-palmable moment there, people. Let's be clear here. No one is ruining your childhood. No one. Except possibly you. And let me add, for those crying about role models, well, what makes you think Halle Bailey won't be a great role model? I'm mystified by that one. A young black woman can't be a role model? Get the fuck out of here, people. Put your big girl pants back on and stop being so pathetic. And here's another snippet from yet another petition. We demand, yes, they demand, that Disney cast actors and actresses that truly represent the characters we have all known and grown to love and cherish. Well, I demand people understand this is a fictional character. Maybe I should start a petition. If you want to truly represent the character, go read the book and get back to us, or I will start that petition. Another one. Disney, we just want to be awestruck again, and again like we were when we were children. What, you can't be awestruck with a black actress? But you're not racist, right? Okay, here's my favorite. Someone whining Disney has, quote, cast an ethnically white Danish character black, end quote. No, Sparky. The character is a mermaid, not a Danish citizen. The author was Danish. not the mermaid. Go back to the beginning of this video and listen to the part where I explain the mer people live far out at sea. It's never specified what, actually, they don't come from any land-based country. That's the whole point. They're not human. And the petitioner goes on, recast Princess Ariel as a ethnically Danish lady and give us more original Disney princesses from other races. That's cool. I have no problem with that last part, but the first part is pure bunk. Ariel wasn't an ethnically Danish lady, and unless you want to hire a Danish actor only, then you're blowing smoke. This has nothing to do with her Danish heritage, her mythical Danish heritage. Let's not get that mixed up in my brain. You're upset because she's black, and nothing more. The petitioner goes on to claim casting a black actor in the role is somehow demeaning to the black community. I can't speak for the black community, but I think it's safe to bet that they don't need us to tell them what is or isn't demeaning. We need to stop that shit, okay? And this petition, it bordered on priceless. Now, this one was really badly written, so bear with me. I'll stumble a couple of times. I read it through a few times, but it still doesn't roll off the brain. Hello, guys. Last night I saw some news about casting for the Little Mermaid live action. They chose Halle Bailey for the lead role, Ariel. I know she's cute and beautiful. I'm not a racist or something like that. But all I know is that Ariel is a white-skinned girl and she's a redhead. Nope, we don't all know that. And that isn't the mermaid from my childhood. Maybe I should start that petition and have it be faithful to the one I grew up with. The knives, the violence, the creepy stalker stuff that was all carefully washed out of the Disney movie. Again, nice cherry picking there, pal. They want the original Disney movie. Well, it's still there. Nobody's taken it away. Go buy it. Go play it. Put it on an endless loop. Put it on your iPod. Put it on your whatever. Nobody has stolen the original. They're not saying you can never ever watch it again. It's still out there. Go watch it if that's what you want to do. But stop pretending. All right? And this person went on. Oh, Jesus. Humanity, we're so fucked. This person goes on, Disney ruined our childhood memories by doing this. All I want is rejection for this mistake. Let me read that again, because every time I read it, it doesn't make sense. Disney ruined our childhood memories by doing this. All I want is rejection for this mistake. I love you, Halle, but I have no idea who this is, Madeleine Pesch, or someone who is redhead. No one, let me repeat this, no one has ruined your childhood memories. Get a grip. And wigs? You know, wigs can be used, or dye. Ariel's hair color isn't a natural redhead. The human variety, I mean. Can you even get Disney Mermaid red in a bottle? I'm going to the drugstore soon. I'm going to go check that out. I'm going to see if there is Ariel red there. That's not a natural redhead color, people. Even if you do get a redheaded actress, they're going to have to dye her hair this flaming, almost like a Lucille Ball red. This is racism carefully covered by a veil of I'm not racist verbiage. You're only upset because the actress is black. Nobody's stolen your childhood memories. Nobody. They're still there. They're still intact. Like I said, want to watch the original movie and don't want to watch the new one? Fine. No one's stopping you. There are no laws going to be passed to prevent you from watching the original Disney movie. There are no laws preventing me from picking up the original book because I may or may not like the last Disney movie. Just stop. And this is the one that actually killed me the most. I'm sorry, I have a hard time taking these people seriously. According to the new information provided to Walt Disney Studios, the role of Ariel in the new Little Mermaid is going to be played by Halle Bailey. Not being racism, the only argument is to promote that Disney company changed the actress for another one. Because we grow up with a story of a Danish girl, no you don't, with red hair, only in the Disney movie, and white skin, never specified in the book, because which is not what they are giving us with this actress proposal. And I'm reading this exactly the way it was written. Also, it claims to respect, I'm assuming they got too fast, respect the appearance of the character as Disney has made with Aladdin's and The Lion King. It's not doubted that she's an excellent actress and singer, but she is not appropriate for Ariel's role. Disney, and it's all in big caps, they're shouting at us now, do not destroy the story which many people grow up with. This isn't an original Disney story, people. Like most of Disney's work, it's derived from an older source. Some people love the Disney treatment. I know people that loathe the Disney treatment. Some I like, some I don't like. It depends. And like this really is tiring, you know. Ariel isn't a Danish girl. She's a mermaid, all right? No one's destroying the story. So using this logic that somehow they're destroying the story by not using a redheaded Danish actor, the role can only be played by a natural redhead. Although, like I said, it's going to be hell finding one who matches the flaming cartoon red of the Disney animation. And if you don't want to destroy the original story many people grew up with, like me, include the knife, the stalking behavior, the violence, the discussion about immortal souls, and the whole creepy morality tale that's all wound up in it. It's not a very happy story. It's not a Disney story. The original, the original source material is not a happy story in many ways. It is and it isn't. I never liked this story particularly, but I'm not a big Hans Christian Andersen fan. Because I've read the originals and I know them for what they are. They are morality tales to get children to behave themselves. They're not this gloriously happily ever after Disneyland. And like I said, I understand people being very fond of the original Disney movies. That's okay. You know, that's your favorite. It's like I have certain books. I will never go watch the movie because in my mind, the characters look a certain way. And they sound a certain way. And if I go see the movie, it kind of spoils it for me. It's neither right nor wrong. It's just the way it is. So go make the movie. Hire somebody to be in that movie. That's great. And I hope people enjoy it. My personal preferences, that's mine. I'm not going to start a petition because somebody doesn't completely match my view of a story I watched or read. Remakes are made. But let's go back to the petitions. In the all-time winner, in the full-grown man is weeping in his Wheaties over a black actor ruining his childhood category goes to a person named Jerry who wrote this. It is disgusting that the new Ariel has been blackwashed by social justice warriors. This completely destroys the original. So if we want a remake of the 1989 classic, then stay to the original as much as possible. Please find a red-haired white actor for the new Ariel for the remake. Oh, Jerry, 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 please get therapy. He goes on and says, The Little Mermaid is a heritage of a Dutch author, Hans Christian Andersen, and by choosing Halle Bailey to play Ariel, Disney will be disrespecting the Danish culture. You know, the only people I don't hear bitching and moaning? The Danish. Maybe they are. I just haven't read any. They're all seem to be getting on with their lives and aren't getting upset over all of this. And this one. Last one. It is outrageous that Ariel is going to be played by a human in the upcoming Little Mermaid movie when she's originally a mermaid, and I demand justice for the mer people. Okay. Fair enough. Fine, I'll sign that one. If you're going to go full-bore nuts, go all the way, and I'm right there with you. I have no issue with that one. But in honesty, the story is a very grim tale. It's a tale of obsession, and to me, I interpreted it as creepy stalking, and the original, not the Disneyfied one. That's the original story, and it's not this sweet story of love, but a cautionary tale that includes threats of murder, pain, heartbreak, and a whole lot more. Disney did their usual sleight of hand with the story and watered it down into a typical syrupy Disney tale, and I have nothing against that treatment. It's made millions of people very happy. Wasn't true to the original material, that's fine. All this crying and screaming about white Ariel is nonsense. It's nothing more than carefully orchestrated outrage. And one last thought, I said this earlier, if you start your petition with "I'm not racist," stop right there and delete it. Just stop, okay? No one's stolen your childhood, no one's ruining your memories, no one's going to force you to watch the show. Although I think it would be funny if a law was passed forcing all the racists to watch it. But then, yeah, it would be funny. I'd sign that petition. Remakes happen. Stop making this into something that it isn't. Cheer on this young woman in a new role that I hope just does gangbusters in the box office. I hope there are legions of little girls and little boys that go out and watch it and go, "Wow, I love this show. Can we go see it again?" And drive their parents crazy with endless repeats of the program. Just, I wish her luck. I wish people would just go and enjoy it for what it is. So if you have a comment to leave on this, pop it down below or wander on over to bittergrounds.com. There'll be a link in the description below, and you can leave it there. I do ask you to keep it polite. I'm under no obligation to air racist shit, so I'll just delete you. I have no qualms about that. But if you want to have a discussion as to why in polite terms, that's fine. That's different. So I gotta leave it at that. I have better things to do with my life than to read more petitions by people that are monumentally upset over a mermaid. I have groceries to buy, heat to hassle with, work to do, so I'll talk to you later, mammals.